feel like this is too far for something right there. I think it's right. Let's see. Yep. It's gonna have to work today. Today. Hey y'all. Ooh. Hello everybody. How y'all doing? How was everybody this evening? Hey babes. Hey. Hola hola. Hola. How are you? What y'all doing? Y'all have a good day today. Let me turn this heater on. I got the fan blowing, the heater on. My feet is cold. My hands is hot. It be a lot going on. This whole menopause, body getting the old thing is different. You hear me? It's a little different. Oh, congratulations. You had a baby. We got a circle little. We got another circle little, y'all. Hey, aunties and cousins and everybody. Congratulations, Pumpkin. What did you have? D minus. Can we know our circle little name, or is it like with the stars and we gotta wait till like they a year so we can know the sex and their names and stuff? Is this like a thing, or are we family and so we can know we're in the inside clique? That's what we want to know. How old is our circle little? What did we have? Y'all, we got us a circle little. Yes, we done had so many babies born. A little girl, Melosa. I'm not saying it. Salveo, born December 29th. Congratulations. We had a circle little. Simona. Samoan. Samoan. Oh, I love it. Did y'all just see that? Who just saw that? Who just saw that? Did y'all just see that? They starting early. Y'all, when I say the enemy has been, didn't I tell y'all when stuff start falling in my house, I know what's going on? Y'all remember the pictures flying off the wall during class, hearing stuff drop. When I'm under spiritual attack, y'all see I'm sitting down. Y'all saw that. So who remembers the class I taught yesterday? Who remembers what we were studying about yesterday in class? I ain't got time, but I'm about to show y'all how my life manifests from the Bible to real life. Who remembers what we studied in class, y'all? Ain't that crazy? You just gonna fall down when ain't nobody. Okay. Well, let's try to see if we can injury you like that. You don't need to be falling down now. Don't do that. We was talking about spiritual warfare, wasn't we? And Job. And the main focus was who at first? Where did we start in that story? With his people saying what to him? It was his brother. Well, we talked about his brother at the end, but before, when we first started, who remembers that he must have did something wrong, or he was a sinner and all of this, and they went to telling him about all his business and how his kids deserve such and such, and whoop de wop about how they felt about his life, right? They all had something to say about how he lived and who he was as a person, even though every time. Hello, hello, are we reconnected? Something's going on there. Okay, okay. And how many times do I tell y'all that the Bible pops up off the page for me? We read that story yesterday, and I was attacked on another social media site last night, and a person felt the need to go and feel like they was running all my business. Most of it was incorrect, and a lot of it, if it was correct, it was over 30 years old, all because I did not want their advice. And they came with fake concern, and the Bible showed me earlier that day. We just talked about Job 2 days in a row. Lucifer coming disguised as somebody else. There was a woman that came to my door talking about she was going to kick my door in. Okay. Then somebody tried to assassinate my character online yesterday. Perhaps it got into it with my kids and everything. All because I said, listen, I'm not going to be scared to go to my meet and greet. First of all, I don't talk to you. Second of all, I didn't call and ask your advice. Third of all, you had to go through somebody else. Fourth of all, I don't mess with nobody. I don't care what nobody else do, y'all. But do you see how the enemy tried to throw me off? I'm still doing my meet and greet. And you can watch me. Remember I told you, I said, somebody that know me that I don't talk to, I've been saying it for months, real good, be watching me, but I don't mess with you. How about this person been watching me, but I don't mess with them? And I don't care if you mad because I don't mess with you. I ain't worried about what nobody do. I don't care. I'm out here helping people. I don't care. You can say what you want because I done already ran all my business on the internet. You like, boo? It ain't like I ain't told y'all my history, right? Everybody that done been here that went back and watched the stories, I don't hide my life. It's my testimony. So when you think you running my business, you make yourself look silly because I done already told the story. And the fact that you got to try to run business from 30 years ago that ain't even correct shows how miserable and messy you are. The fact that you watching me and I don't talk to you, messy. The fact that you worried about how many views I get online, messy, because I don't care about your life. You made a video about me. No, I said the devil tried to use a family member, and that took you to another social media site to cut up. And just want to know, y'all internet nieces, is y'all, my daughters, they ain't mama's kids. They ain't mama's kids. Because I couldn't even see it. But I read y'all my devotional yesterday where God said, you ain't going to have to do nothing. Even though you my warrior princess, I'm going to fight on the battlefield for you. Had no idea of what was coming 7 hours later. But when I tell you that my babies be cutting heads, and don't got to get ugly, just stating straight facts. They don't got to lie. They don't got to try to tear nobody down because they not like that. People be worried about you and you ain't worried about them, y'all. People be so concerned with what you doing and you could care less if they breathing or not. So when I tell y'all the Bible pops up off my page, and that's why I read it, because it's always a warning for what the enemy is trying to do. Don't read it if you don't want to. But it be life for me. So that's why I got all these books. That's why I want to understand character and people and spiritual warfare and demons and people that ain't covered in the blood. Because guess what? Anything can be in that cup. It can look like something I know. But baby, be my whole enemy. Move on back, devil. Now, there's the video about you. But I still didn't say your name. And the fact that you probably watching this is sad and sick. Get your life together. Ain't nobody concerned about you. You worried about my business and where I'm gonna be. Fake concern, boo, because I don't talk to you. And if the devil can protect me gallivanting from one end of the United States to the other, hopping on flights and doing all that I was doing in the trenches that I've been in, ain't no meet and greet gonna stop me. What you mean? And if you love me so much, why you go do all that you did? Boo, you showed your hand and your card again. But the devil, he can't hide. He pulled the same tricks every time. Wisdom and understanding is something a lot of people lack. So you look crazy all the time. God is my source. I don't care what nobody say about me, because all that matters is what he say. And the way he been raining down on my life, I could care less. I'm trying to find places to put stuff and telling people, please don't send me nothing else. I know you want to bless me, but I don't need it. I have more than enough. God, I don't need nothing. I know you said don't send it, but I'm going to send it anyway. I'm not begging. I'm not pleading. I'm not asking nobody for nothing. I've been on here over 365 days, and I ain't asked nobody to give me $1. When I got on here, y'all tried to, yeah, she ain't gonna buy. Y'all tried to buy me a car. I said, no. Somebody put a petition up to give me a house. And I said, no. There is money that I have sent back. I don't do this for clout. I don't do this for fame. God trained me for this. I've been working for this my whole life. When my family rejected me, it was because God did it. When people try to run my business, I told y'all, I said, now watch this. God is letting my story go around the world, so when my family go try to tell it, it's old news. Who remembers that? I said, oh, I'm going to tell y'all because I already know the haters is coming. But they've been doing it. Remember I told y'all, I said, God let them tell it just in the United States, but God took the story around the world. Who remembers that? So whatever it is that you think you're going to embarrass me with, you look silly because I've already told the story. But what you did when you touched God's anointed and did his prophets some harm is put yourself in a situation, I'm going to pray for you and your family. I don't mess with nobody, and this is why I don't want no friends. I don't want no fake family. This is why I don't fool with folks. This is why I stay to myself. This is why I mind my own business. I don't got time to mind nobody's business because I'm minding my own. I couldn't tell you what nobody in my family is doing. I couldn't tell you what my mom is doing, my brothers is doing. I can't tell you what nobody on my other. I can barely tell y'all on what y'all doing on y'all social media because I don't care. I love y'all, but I don't care. Anybody else's business, anybody else's anything, it don't have nothing to do with me. How many times I tell you, you have to answer for what you do with God, and I gotta answer for what I did. So me trying to put your business out ain't doing me no good, cause honey, got my own skeletons that I'm trying to get rid of. So when people do silly stuff, it shows their character. And I told y'all, all you gotta do is look at how a person conduct themselves and then go study the scripture and you're gonna see who they is. My character shows for itself. There are people that have met me here in person. There are people that have never met me. But y'all been with me for 365 days. It's hard to fake it for that long. It's hard. It's real hard to be fake for that long. I don't care what nobody say. It's hard to fake for that long because this ain't recorded and stopped and edited. This is real life right here. And I didn't go seeking for this. Somebody asked me to do a giant video and it came, and I didn't take what most people would take and try to profit off of it and get themselves together and make sure they got. Soon as money started hitting my Cash App, I started to give it away to others. And I'm still doing that. So where other people make a business, out of trying to get rich. God let me make a business out of giving money away. We are not the same. We're not the same. Some people want all the money that they can get for themselves. And every single dollar that God sent my way, I'm trying to figure out who I can give it to. We're not the same. So you can say what you want, you can post what you want, but I'm going to keep on living my life and I'm going to keep on giving and giving people a reason to believe in God. And folks can keep on giving the devil a reason, folks, to believe that the devil is real. People that don't add to my life are not important to me, y'all. And I'm telling y'all that. And I tell y'all, it don't matter from my mama who carried me 9 months on down. If you don't add to my life, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want you around me. Now, you can watch me like a stalker, like everybody else that I don't F with no more. Like the rest of them trying to go through people, my children and my friends to talk to me because I don't mess with you. Because once I know your character, I'm not blinded by blood, by love, by nothing. Because the Holy Ghost going to tell me about your character. I saw you coming. I just didn't know who it was. God had been telling me there was somebody that knew me well that was watching me. And I've been saying that. I don't know who you are, but it's weird that you watch me and I don't talk to you. Straight into YouTube. And that's where it was. Here. I always looked right here. Right here. Right here. You probably watching now and I don't care. Right here. And this is where it was because you blocked on everything else. This is where you was watching. So tell me God didn't tell me because I would always look over here when I was saying. And this is where you was watching. But I don't watch you because I don't care. I don't watch nobody that don't add nothing. Matter of fact, I don't even, hell, I couldn't even tell you what's going on my kids' social media. I don't even watch their social. Too busy trying to hear what God got to say to me so I can accomplish everything that I'm supposed to accomplish while I'm here. So when he come back, I can catch the boat. We can get ready for this meet and greet in the Tennessee mountains with the black bears and stuff. That's what we about to do. Because I ain't never been to Tennessee. Might find me a Mr. Circuit out there. They know how to chop wood. I'm bringing my axe with me. I'm bringing my axe. I might find me a mountain man out there. Look, husband, I already got my own axe. I don't even need yours. I got my own, and I know how to work it. You gonna be waiting on me when you get there? Is that it, or? I got all my own stuff. I got my own tin. I got my own. But if they have y'all seen the mountain men and they know how to swing an axe, honey. Got to have a strong back for that. And good stance. You know what I'm saying? I'm so excited about it. Ooh, doggy. Country folks. I just broke that. Well, there's that. Mm-hmm. Circle be breaking stuff. I told you I'm going to get a bag and put that in. That's the guy said leave it alone. Leave it. Leave it. Yeah, I'll be playing because I'm telling y'all, excuse me, guess I got to do my tweet out. With that, I'm shy. Who knows I'm shy for real? That's why I don't like the whole interaction. First of all, I'll be feeling energy, so it'd be a lot. But outside of that, I'm shy. I really am. I really am very shy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a people person, and don't let me have some Jesus juice. I'll be real friendly. But with that, I'm a shy person because I don't really deal with a lot of people. And two, I always just I just be in my own world by myself. But I'm grateful that God has done that for me because there's a lot of things that I didn't have to deal with, y'all. Because Jesus was my friend since a little kid. And I think that's why I was bold enough to, when I got kicked out at 11 years old, to just leave and be out in the world with no cell phone, no ID, no job, no car, no nothing. All right, Dad, what we about to do? He used to let the street lights go off. Oh, that ain't the way we going. Turn around. God has kept me from one end of this United States to the other, y'all. When I was a child, all the way up until now, I've been in several dangerous situations, and I'm so grateful for it because He taught me I don't need nobody but Him. That's what He taught me. He taught me that anything I need, if I need a mother, a brother, a cousin, a friend, everything, he could be that, and He has. When I had nobody, when I had no family, still don't got none. Well, I got y'all now. I got my WOU family who genuinely care about me, which is crazy. Y'all be like, what's wrong? Who didn't got on? Wait, what? Made my birthday special. Make my everyday special. As a matter of fact, y'all make my everyday special. And I ain't just talking about gifts. I'm talking about the kind words, the fact that y'all study, the fact that y'all giving, the fact that God is growing in y'all life. That's an abundance for me. Do y'all realize that this is the whole 30, 60, 90, 100 time multiplied thing going on here? Yes, y'all do. Yes, y'all do, Toya. That's exactly how y'all sound. What's wrong with you? What's I'll be like, can I have a bad day? Blood don't make you family. Honey, I learned that at about 7. 7 years old. I was like, well, I need to be finding my exit out of this thing right here. Tried the whole unalive myself thing first. I said, well, wait, I don't know about that because I can read. And they say you go to a not so nice place. So let me rethink this. Let me not do this. Let me find another way. So then I started planning my escape. Took me a few years, but I got out. And then I was on the road again. Listen, I just want to tell y'all, I tell that story, and I don't try to put my personal business on here. But when I tell y'all, the Bible pops up off the page for me, and this is why I journal. So the fact that we just read about Job, spiritual warfare, the lady knocking on my door, just all the weird stuff. I told you, I said, something's up. I had an uneasiness in my spirit, and that's why I really ain't been on here because I don't be wanting to pop off. But I guess people don't believe that prophets is real, discernment is real, and everything that I said literally happened in 24 hours, and it's so crazy because God told me. No, I'm not. I gotta start working my arm out because I hold my phone, and this is also the leg that I have my torn ACL on. So I told you I do my own physical therapy. Well, when I went to lift my arm up today, I noticed that there's tension right here in this muscle. Okay. And then it's pulling on my back. Well, this is my bad knee. So I have to keep this muscle stretched out, nephew, or I won't be able to move around. Thank you. So just know, this ain't about nobody else. It's about, I don't mess with nobody. And folks are always trying to do whatever, and they just be making themselves look silly because I don't even talk to you. Whoever want to run their mouth about whatever they think they know. How many people, y'all done been with me about over 365 days. How many people y'all seen me with? How many times y'all see me in the car with somebody? Unless it's my kids. And we've been on the phone for hours and hours. I mean, on this thing for hours. Y'all don't see me with nobody because I don't be worried about nobody. And I tell y'all that I do not be worried about nobody else's business, what they doing. I do not. Y'all, I have other social medias and I don't even go. If it ain't coming straight down my timeline, like I don't go pluck on people's pages and be looking around. I don't. And the only reason I be doing it to y'all is because I be like, dang, they like my pictures and stuff. I gotta go and support them too because they support me. So I'll try to take 2 days out to kind of just go through, okay, pick this person, go through their little stuff, like some stuff. Because y'all do, y'all like my stuff and everything. But of course, it's a lot of y'all ain't only one of me. So I be trying to reshare y'all stuff. When y'all send me stuff, I try to like it. I can't do it all because I be doing other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of the things that made me happy about yesterday's whole fiasco was that my daughter said my mom is doing what she loves, helping people, teaching people, and she gets to help people sustain their life. Why is anybody worried about anything that went on 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, yesterday? And she just be out here doing what she's supposed, what God is telling her to do. I'm grateful to be known for something positive. And I told y'all that it felt weird when this first happened because most of my stuff was folks trying to call themselves running my business my whole life. And that's why I just, because it's so funny that everybody be knowing my business and I don't be around nobody. I ain't lived really around my family in almost 30 years for real, for real. Some of them longer than that. None of the states that I lived in that they lived there for a long time. So I just be trying to figure out how everybody know my business. And what's really sad is it be the very people that God has had me go into prayer for. They call me for advice, or they call me to pray for their kids, or they call me for whatever. And I be and went to God, and God worked the situation out. And then right after that, they try to assassinate my character. And it's crazy because that's exactly what happened to Jesus. They loved him, then they hated him, and they killed him. They assassinated his character. First, they was all, oh, Jesus, you wise, and yes, and blah, 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 blah. Then they start weaving their stuff behind the scenes. And then the same people that was running behind him was the same people that was cutting his throat. So then I'm right on line because he said, if you my kid, the stuff that happened to me is going to happen to you. So I just be waiting on it. I just be waiting on it. I be waiting to be betrayed by the people that I love. I wait on that because if I am living the life that Jesus lived, then I should see that. I should see people trying to assassinate my character. I should see people that are unjustly going against me and I didn't do nothing to them. I should see it. Because I'm not the devil's kid. So his kids is my enemies. And they're always going to have something negative to say about what I'm doing because they my enemy. But I ain't worried about my enemy because I'm too busy trying to grab that flag. I cannot climb the mountain looking back at you. I cannot climb this mountain looking back at you. Oh, not, oh, not, oh. I can't climb the mountain looking back at you. I can't. I got a hand, foot, and all damn weight, baby. I'm dropping it. Anything that's gonna pull me down this mountain, just forget to let go. What you just said. Dead weight, you let it go. Thing that's holding you down to where you can't be happy, you can't be free. I can't climb the mountain looking back at nobody. I ain't tugging nobody with me because I've been by myself the whole time. So why would I put people on the peak with me when you wasn't in the valley with me? You wasn't. I was by myself. Against my family, baby daddies, jobs, everything. Everybody was against little old me all by myself. It's always been like that. Anytime chicks come at me, it ain't never one-on-one. It's always a group. Anytime my family get up against me, always groups. These be the same people that call me and ask me to pray for their kids or pray for their life or pray for a job or pray for whatever. But when they get together, don't nobody ever talk about that. They don't. The people, my friends, that have stole my ideas like they was theirs, after they just got off the phone with me and now you had a bright idea, we don't talk about none of that. Nope. None of it. None of it. We don't talk about none of it. But they will sit and watch me, y'all. And this ain't, that's why I said this didn't start here. I've had a blacklist long for a long time. Because I sit in my house in color. Paint, do trays, find something to do. I do not be worried about nobody. And yes, I'm a little irritated, even though the word, I'm still human. And it's like, I'm sitting there trying to figure out how I'm going to save the world. And you got to get something better to do with your time, okay? Have to. Listen, find something better to, if your only thing is to tear people down, I told you, I don't do that energy. I'm a giver. I don't have time to be, I'm trying to give you good information. I'm trying to give you, I try to add to everybody's life I come into. And if I can't add to your life, I don't need to be in it. If I'm only adding stress, chaos, drama, theft, or whatever, a minus of anything, you don't need to be here. I don't care. If you take my peace, you can't have access to my life. It don't matter who it is. I told y'all I block my kids. If you texting me stupid stuff or act crazy or whatever, I block my own damn kids. The kids that I carry and gave and nursed from my body, I will block them and not talk to them for 10 months. And I carried that. Come on, shoot. You will not interrupt my peace. I'm telling you right now, you will not. And if you want to stay in an irritated state, what did we talk about the other day? We talked about mental illness and how a bi mind and a tri mind and a mind with a whole bunch of demons, and it just it's the body, but it's a whole bunch of demons in there. You never know who's gonna come to the surface. We literally just talked about that. You don't know who you dealing with. One minute they this one, then the next minute they this one, then the next minute they this one, then it's this and 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 this. Unstable in your mind. We talk about singleness of mind. We just talked about that yesterday, the day before that, when we was talking about the demons and the sickness. About singleness of mind. Anything past that, you bipolar, baby, you nuts. The Bible says your mind's sick if you bipolar. Period. I don't care what the doctors say. They witches. The Bible said if you don't have singleness of mind, there's something wrong with you. Your mind is sick. And then you can't even get mad because the doctor said it too. Because they said bipolar disorder, which means your mind ain't in order. It's sick. Proud to be bipolar? You proud to be crazy? Proud to be that your mind is sick? Are you nuts? I know I'm mentally ill. And that's why the fact that you know is good enough for me, and I'm about to go. Because that means nothing I say ain't never going to register to you because your mind don't work right. So I'm going to always be frustrated because nothing is ever going to get through. That's a waste of time. The Bible says a double-minded mind is unstable in all his ways. And so do the doctors. So anybody that's happy, where does the Bible say it? Google double-minded mind. You can find it for yourself. Seek and you shall find it. Isn't it? He unstable in all his ways. Look it up. And double-minded is by double, two, two-minded person by two. That's why when they say the Bible don't talk about stuff, the Bible talked about DID before y'all ever even knew about it. DID is the same thing as the demoniac. God told us about DID back then. Did he or did he not? The doctor's just now telling y'all about DID. Jesus was telling us about DID 2,000-3,000 years ago. Am I wrong? Please look up the definition of what is it? Dissociative identity disorder. Is that what it is? Dissociative identity disorder. Please go tell me. Somebody get the definition and put it here. And then somebody go get the scripture about Legion and the demoniac. I don't. What about the what? Oh, y'all you've been thinking about that now, huh, nephew? Tourette's. And they say it's just a chemical imbalance and they don't know where it came from. Don't demons normally cuss out? Ain't that how they work? If you doing a deliverance ministry, they'll cuss, they'll scream, they'll say stuff like that. Ain't that what they do? Don't demons make you hurt yourself? Demons make you mutilate yourself. What would that be? What disorder is that? So then you need to listen. It's a real thing, babe. It's real. Yeah. Who's read the Testament of Solomon that these spirits attack these babies before they born? They be nesting. And because we don't get ourselves right, they do have certain spirits get to stay. A disconnection and lack of continuity between thoughts, memories, surrounding actions, and identity. Yep, even causing blindness. Everything, y'all. But these spirits have been able to hide under the guise of medicine because the witch doctors won't go do their homework. So then they're constantly giving you meds that don't help. They don't help because it's a spiritual sickness. Who remembers when we read about Peter or Paul's daughter and God let that spirit come on that baby, because of what was going to happen if she didn't. God put that on her. She had cerebral palsy. But remember, he said, it's just an affliction. She's healed, but I chose this. Okay? Because if she would have been whole, she would have caused a lot of men to lose their life, lose their soul and their life. Some things only come out by fasting and prayer, but it can be done. Any medical condition can be fixed with God's help. He rearranges matter, y'all. So whatever the disconnect is that they saying that they have, whatever, my daughter just talked about it last night. She just talked about it last night. Anything can be fixed. Yes, ma'am, he is. Yes, ma'am, he is. And so then you need to listen to him. If he tells you things, this is why I say get them, anoint them babies. Yes. Listen, the devil started fighting me from birth. Matter of fact, before my birth, because they kept telling my mama she wasn't pregnant. Look at what God got me doing now. Even before this, he's taking me all over the United States, and I was telling people about God. Like, yeah. I've been getting attacked since I told you I got threw out of the crib at 2. This is not a cute dimple. This was me getting pushed off the bed. I was in the room by myself, standing on the bed, jumped, and I promise you, I've been getting attacked since I came here. Still getting attacked, just turned 43. Whether it be verbal, whatever, y'all seeing it. But when you ignore the spiritual realm, it gets to run free in your house. And when you're not a threat to the enemy, they don't have no reason to mess with you. If you on his team, why would he be trying to fight you? Why am I trying to trip up the person that's helping me win the trophy? That don't make no sense. So if I'm walking, it ain't saying I'm perfect, but if I'm walking with God, I should be getting opposition from the enemy, from the Bible said we would. What did I tell y'all? I said, yeah, I told y'all recently. I said, didn't I tell y'all the devil is not happy about this? That y'all getting these understandings and y'all learning and y'all, he's not happy, and I pay for what I do. Of course, God be wanting interference, hitting them darts. But you can't affect this many people in a good way. And I ain't talking about, oh, they get money or what. I'm talking about they changing their lives and the lives. It's 8-year-old babies. Y'all, why is this not working? I think I need to go get my charger. Because why it won't let me turn this around? Really? What's going on with this? Y'all, the people be watching. Okay, I don't know what's going on because it's not. I might need to go get my charger. Anyway, it's backwards. But they say, we love your teaching. Circa, best teacher in the world. In the world. What else that say? Happy birthday from your Circle Littles, Kashif and Sharif, 8 and 10. Do you think I care about what messy people say? And I have little bitty babies that are learning things that 70-year-olds are learning too. Just think about how advanced they're going to be when they hit about 15, 16, 17. If God let the world go that long with the information that they have right now. The little babies that's 2 years old, they be scratching at their mama door as soon as they hear TT Circle on because they want to see her in a costume, looking like people learning about the Bible, asking, is God real? Are God real, TT? The 70-year-old people that have been in church maybe their whole life, but they learning something at the end of their life that they never even knew existed. I can't worry about the naysayers when God is allowing me to touch them from this big to this big. Okay? I'm grateful that what God put in me, everybody don't gotta like it. But it's gonna touch the people it's supposed to touch. And by the looks of this kind of stuff, it's working. And I'm not trying to touch people and make them feel bad about themselves or make them remember whatever their failures are. I'm trying to help people get free so that they can get up out of here. And when we share this good old skin that we got, hopefully you've let go of all the things that tie you to this world. This is why I don't live in the past, because if I stay here, that means I gotta stay here, and I'm not staying here. That means I gotta stay in a place of misery. I gotta stay, because hell is you don't forget, you don't let go, and that's the problem with people that want to hold on and stuff. I ain't never gonna let it go. Ooh, you said that into eternity, that would be unforgiveness. So you kind of already signing your own little ticket of where you want to go. Might want to pack a bathing suit and a fan. I don't know if they let you take water there, because old Lazarus and the rich man was there, and he was a little thirsty. So the Bible say when you go and hurt people that ain't doing nothing to you, you heap hot coals on your own head. That's why I don't be trying to do nothing to nobody, because you don't do nothing but burn yourself. Try to embarrass somebody, you burn yourself. Try to kill somebody, you killing something you love. You just don't know it yet. Whatever you sow, you reap it multiplied. Give books, you get books. Give knowledge, you you get it. Buy clothes for people, you get them. Buy shoes for people, you get them. Help people pay their rent, somebody help you pay your rent. Help somebody pay their light bill, somebody help you pay your light bill. Whatever you give, you get it back. So I'm only trying to give stuff I want. Encouragement, whatever. I'm trying to take care of people's needs so the Lord keep taking care of mine. That's all. That's it. That's word right there, which I used to say that's Bible. The Bible say if you take care of God's business, he will take care of yours. He said, hey, do what I'm asking you to do, and I'll take care of your stuff. I'm a living witness that he do. I'm a living witness that he pays attention and he hear every conversation. He know what be going on. And I don't have to be worried about it. But I don't have to shy away from the enemy either, because he already told me I'm a princess warrior. So there's no, I ain't never scared. I ain't ever. I didn't say never, because there's some times coming up. Hey! 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 So y'all remember my cousin, not that one, a different one, sent me a thing today. Y'all see what they doing in Israel? I'm grateful she sent it to me. About it's the week before Easter, and they just put a bill in Israel about you not being able to talk about Jesus or you go to jail. You mean after the Antichrist is getting ready to be put in the... Okay. And another one. Another one bites the dust. Hey, but she sent me that today. I said, well, Antichrist is about to do his thing. She's like, yeah, this is kind of scary. Mm-hmm. So y'all remember he came out last year. Now in the very city where they said they found the Messiah, it's about to be against the law to talk about Jesus. You don't find this suspicious? If Jesus is the Messiah and he just, y'all said the Messiah or whatever Messiah is there, well, why you can't talk about him? Huh? The Savior of the world is back, but you can't. It's gonna be a. I don't know who's confused. This is the people that crucified the Lord, though. So then I might have to just rethink their even judgment altogether. Because they the ones that crucified Jesus in the first place. They didn't know the Messiah the first time. So I really don't expect them to know him this time because they didn't even know he was the Messiah the first time. As to why they get being fooled, talking about they didn't found the Messiah. But now you can't talk about Jesus. Well, that's funny. Right? After the mark came out that's gonna stop you from being able to buy or sell and go in the grocery store. No, this don't have nothing to do with nothing. It don't have nothing to do with nothing. Now you can't talk about Jesus in Israel. Really? Really? Didn't he walk the No, he didn't walk the floors there, I guess. It ain't a tomb over there buried. See, make it make sense to me. Ain't his tomb? Ain't that what y'all be traveling to Israel for to go see his tomb over there? In the Gethsemane Garden, the Gethsemane Gallery, whatever. Well, if it's a city, why we can't talk about him there? Can anybody make that make sense to me? Mm-mm. I'm just gonna say, who got this book? The Kebra Nagast. If you don't have it, go to Sacred Text real quick. I don't know if it's this version, but this is what we about to be reading. And I wonder why this one let me turn this around. What is going on with this? It's like frozen. What the? I don't know what's going on with that. I might need to charge it. Okay. This what we about to read some out of there. Y'all ready? I didn't have my rant for today, and yes, I was angry because people are funny. Person that don't bother me. What's that? Today we're going. Do y'all see? Lord, did y'all hear that? It says your life was paused, automatically resumed. Y'all. No. I walked out of the. Y'all know I wasn't here. Y'all see me go over there? Y'all seen it. And it said live pause. I wasn't touching it. I was on my way to the. Here we go. I told y'all. Listen here. I don't have time for this. You can. We're gonna be in here. If you got this book, if you don't, it's on Sacred Text. And we about to read some of it. I was reading it earlier. I had to get that out though. And believe this is not about you. Just in case you watch it. It's about how God be putting me on before certain stuff comes to my life. Sacredtext.com. It's a place where you can read all the hidden books. And there's some people that got their books today. I still be sending out books, y'all. Do y'all know that? Even though I don't talk about it, I still send out books. We still helping folks. Just so you know, I just don't be wanting to say it every single time on here, but I still be doing that part too. So don't think I'm not doing it. People were still getting their books. People were still getting their stuff. People were still. Believe it. I'm telling you. You got some? See, I don't know your name on here, so You're welcome from the community. They make sure they friends and family and all the freshmores and stuff, the freshmen. If you ain't got no book, they gonna make sure you get one. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let me tell y'all though. Hold on. We don't just buy them because we buy them. We buy them for people that cannot afford them. Like, and I say it, and I don't care if people get offended. If you can spend $200 to get your nails done, your hair done, bundles, and all of that, you can cut that budget and spend $54. If you buy Casamigos on the weekend and you can turn up with your friends, it's $54.99 for two. But there are people that don't have $54 extra a month. And it's not because they don't spend their money wisely, they just have enough for just what they need. So those are the people that we buy books for. The people that I ain't saying you gotta be struggling, but if it's gonna like be the difference between you getting to work this week or trying to get these books, we want to help you. Okay. But it, and I'm gonna tell you now, you can lie or whatever is funny, but it be people that I be trying to send stuff to, and just like how this stuff be happening, I keep trying to hit send and it will not let me send that book, and I'll be like, okay, never mind, I'll move on. So evidently some that was said wasn't the truth, because I done tried to do a couple people like that, like come on. So I go back out, go back in, it still don't let me send it. Or I end up getting through to send it, and then it's a problem delivering it, and they credit the money back to the account. I'll be like, okay, you said no, fine. Okay, I'm not gonna try to send them a book because evidently it ain't the truth. Cause oh, y'all have no idea. I'll be like, seriously, no, no. So even when I'm trying to, if you're not honest, God no, the Kebra Yep. Can I ask y'all a question? Who been reading the Bible and people been popping up off the page? Y'all don't read the stories, and then you either be in a situation with somebody, or 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 you see the situation happening in your family. Maybe it be one of your kids, your husband. You be like, man, I just read a story about this. Literally, you eating, reading Enoch. Uh-huh. Now y'all see why I read it so much. Now y'all see why I read it so much. Now do y'all see why I read it? I need to know all the stories. Because all of these are the stories of the people that lived before us. Just how we write in our journals right now. If God were to let this world be made over again, or if it went another 1,000 years, y'all, all the books, the ancient writings that they find, your journals are going to be that in 1,000 years. If God were to let the world go 1,000 years, whatever you write down is what they will know about this world. Because we know the internet gonna go away. We know that. So whatever you write about this world, if it's rolled up or put up in a thing, you are gonna be. So that's why when they be like, "Oh, they this couldn't have been real." Well, why was they drawing it then? And in so they got whole stories of bloodlines about it. Do you see what I'm saying? The only reason that they would know. Okay, prime example. Now look at this. It's people that watch from all around the world. You all might have wrote in your journal today. We just gonna say today Circa taught this, right? So a person in England, right, might have wrote today. This is what Circa taught about. A person in New Hampshire might write today. This is what Circa taught about. Somebody in South Africa or the Netherlands or wherever, an island, might write the date. Ooh, this is a good one. And somebody in Ethiopia might write the date. Circa taught this in class. Literally, because Ethiopia is on a different calendar, it's going to say a different year. And because some people are 12 hours and 13 hours ahead of us, it's going to say a different day. And because circa might not be vowels or whatever that they use, they're going to say it in the way that they say it in their country. But guess what? All around the world, it could be 100, 300 people that have made a record. Okay? And in 100 years, they would say, oh, well, that couldn't be the same circa, because how could someone in Africa, how could someone in the year 2014 and 2023, and then they'll be talking about I was a time traveler. No. And if nothing is new under the sun, that means people had the ability to see masses at one time through some type of glass, crystal, whatever. Make you think about dates and times. If magic was real, which we know that it is, and they could see it mirrors a TV on the wall, because your TVs is on the wall, and if ain't nothing on the screen, you can see yourself, and when you turn it on, it's just like mirror, mirror on the wall, show me what I want to see, right or wrong. If you go past the black screen on your TV, you can see your whole living room, your bed, everything. It look like a mirror. And then you say, mirror, mirror on the wall, show me what a circle. So then that's been here before. This has been here before, where people that were not where people were at could see the people and see what they was doing and hear what they was doing. It's all been here before, because this is liquid crystals and escrows. Liquid crystal display. Liquid crystal display. Look at that. Mm-hmm. So with that, that's why we got to put all the pieces together, because I told y'all all of these people was living at the same time. And as you go through your big green book, you starting to see, they made it, described it like this civilization wasn't running at the same time as this civilization was. Well, we know that can't be true, because God said the earth spread out and the people started populating and doing what they was going to do. We are not the brightest generation that ever existed. We are not. We dumb down, as a matter of fact. We are. Can I ask you a question? Yep. Walmart put in the same system Target to track us through stores. They've been having it. Y'all, they've been doing this since 2012 for sure. Kohl's, Walmart, uh, it was a couple other JC Penney's and something else. Yeah, I read these articles when I was starting my first, well, one of my companies back in like 2011, 2012. They've been, this is how they be doing their market research for like 15 years. This is how they know how many white shirts to send to whatever Walmart. They've been putting it in all the stores for over 10, 15 years. They've been putting RFID chips in the little piece right in here, and you don't know. And so they know, okay, this shirt is not from the registers. I used to have the article. I don't think I have it anymore, but I had it in a business journal, and they was talking about how they was tracking, because this is, I was studying my demographic information and all that. That's how I found. You might be able to find an article online. Yeah, they've been way before they ever told y'all about it. They've been doing it. It was before, for sure, 20, like 20, 2009, 10, 11, 12, for sure. Around that time, for sure, they've been doing it. Yeah. Let me go get this charger real quick, y'all. And go to the restroom, but I'm gonna bring the charger first. I'm just so grateful that God be telling me stuff, y'all. It makes me real, real happy. I just want y'all to know that. So that way everybody will be thinking I be crazy or making myself whatever. I'm not. I can feel it. Even though you're not in my presence, God be telling me. And that's why when people think they be like surprised, I'm not surprised. I already wrote it down. And now I be having visual proof that what God be telling me be the truth. That's why it's hard for me to be around people. That's why now I see why Solomon, Enoch, all the people that God really was using, they got to the point where they didn't even want to be around people no more, because you can't get that much truth and deal with craziness. When God talks to you like that, it's hard to deal with like lying humans and people that's weird. Cause God just constant. He don't change. He gonna tell you what it is and what it ain't. And you just gotta learn to deal with it. Like it ain't no in between with him. You know what I mean? So it'd be hard for me to deal with humans. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Ooh, it'd be hard. I'll be like, Jesus, because they get all of this extra for no reason. Just be honest and be yourself. I live my truth, whether people like it or not. And I always have, and that's why my family, my mama, and everybody used to be like, we just don't want to deal with her because y'all don't want to live y'all truth, but I'm going to live mine. Whatever my situation is, I'm not faking fronting for nobody. I don't care if people know, because guess what? Then they're going to be around and see how my daddy start bringing them bags like these. You gotta see my downfall, boo, so you can see me climbing this mountain. This is part of the circle of life. You gotta be down, you gotta be up. That's what seasons are. Remember, we talked about that the other day. We talked about seasons. You're not always gonna be up. You're not always gonna be down. Sometimes you're in the middle, but guess what? The wealth of the wicked laid up for the righteous. When you get stuff the wrong way and you're not honest in your dealings, and you selfish, and you covetous, and you wicked, God's still gonna bless you, but you don't get the joy that comes along with it. And sometimes you gotta fight to keep it. Or stay unhappy to keep it. And I'm not willing to do none of that. If God don't want me to have it, take it, let it go. I mean, I want to tell y'all this too, real quick. Do y'all remember when my friend got on here the other day I put her on the phone and I talked about, I was sitting with her one day and then I just stood up in a chair and God wouldn't let me sit down. And she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm about to be attacked. Like, I'm about to be like at a firing post." I said, "People was about to attack me. I couldn't sit down." I said, "This is crazy." And I could feel it was like I was in front of a firing post and people was about to be like firing off at me. We just had that conversation on here the other day. She told y'all right after that, 2, 3 people came in and was letting loose about how they felt about me and what they felt about my life. And it didn't take me by surprise because God had already told me. And then it just happened again. Do you see what I'm saying? God will warn you about everything if you talk to him. Y'all remember, whoever was here for that class, it was a couple days ago, maybe 4. God told me in the morning what was going to happen, and by that evening, it was happening. We talked about Job's friends saying, "Oh, this is why, and then it happened to me at night in real life. The Bible pops up off the page. He tells me the slimy people in my life. He tells me the thieves. He tells me the people that's talking. He let me hear conversations with, I'm telling y'all, my ex-husband used to be like, and I could always tell because God being, and I'm like, I don't even care. And then he'll come home and start talking, and I used to be like, okay, okay, thanks. And I just walk in the kitchen. Because he said, I'm going to tell you if you want to know. God is all knowing. He hear every conversation behind your back when people think they sneaking. He can see they intent. We've been talking about intentions of why people do stuff. That has been something. CCCCM, your character, how you conduct yourself. All of these things, the seeds that you sow, evaluating yourself so that you can be a better person instead of worrying about everybody else. These are all lessons that's been going on. Because see, when you start looking at yourself, you don't have no time to talk about nobody else. When you start looking at your flaws and how you falling short with God, you can't run nobody business because you too busy trying to make sure he didn't forgive you. But when you don't know God's law, it ain't important to you. So you do be busy in other people's business and worried about how people ain't hitting their goals and they not this and that because you not worried about if you hitting your goals. But the reason I don't have time to be in nobody else's business or worried about it because are you pleased with me? Because what somebody else is doing in their life and how somebody else is living is not getting me into heaven and is not saying getting me well done, thy good and faithful servant. The only person that's going to get that is me, for me. So me being worried about I worry about if y'all read your Bibles because I know that's going to change your life as y'all teacher, as the dean. It's so funny. I done had a lot of lives. At one point in time, I probably could have been considered a hoe. I've been a hairstylist, a scripper, a single mother. I'm now a divorcee. Because the Bible say if you sleep with anybody other than your husband, and I just got married at 36. Promiscuity, period. Once you break your virginity, you a hoe. Anyway, if it ain't with your husband, so hey y'all. Moving on. Yeah. So I done had a whole bunch of jobs. But you know what I'm grateful for right now? This job. This one right here. This is the job I'm happy about. The one to help other people get to God, the one to help other people understand what they're supposed to be doing. I'm grateful for every experience I have because I would not know God the way that I do. He's not fake to me. He's taking me through the lion's den, the everything. And that's why my testimony is really effective. Because it's real. And I'm grateful for that. I wouldn't take back none of the horrible things that happened to me, the situations that I've been in, because I wouldn't have saw God get me out and be my protector and be my provider and be everything, my comforter, my everything. Like I wouldn't have this, I wouldn't be able to affect people of all different races, all different colors, all different social backgrounds, financial settings. It wouldn't be people around the world saying, hey, you should talk to this lady. She might have some information for you. And I'm not popping my collar. I'm saying without the trouble, I wouldn't be Circa Trova. Seeking you shall find, because I had to find the answers as to why my life kept being messed up. I had to find the answers as to why I kept being homeless. I had to find the answers as to why people kept betraying me. I had to find the answers to why I would put myself in situations that made me feel real low. I had to find the answers. Seek and I found, baby. Way before TikTok, way before Instagram, way before Facebook, way before YouTube, way before any of that, God starts showing himself to me. I saw God when the man that abducted me and held me captive for 3 days. I saw what happened to him. I saw what happened to the man that thought I was merchandise. God snatched the life out of the 3 closest people to him like that. His life ain't been the same since. I've watched God fight for me. I have watched God provide for me. And I have watched God comfort me and instruct me, all of it. This is my life and I ain't taking it back. I don't care what nobody think. I don't care what nobody say, because I have been able to help a lot of people prior to this because I lived the life that I lived. Because I wasn't stuck in some fake world in my mind, because I actually had to live in reality. Because I actually had to see demons manifest themselves and try to put their hands around my neck and do so. I had to go into the trenches where women were being trafficked to let them know you can pray yourself out of this situation. I had to go into trap houses and tell people you don't have to stay addicted if you don't want to. I had to be sit with the homeless people to know what homeless people need. I had to be homeless, so I know they need a mailbox, because you need an address to have a mailbox. So they need a P.O. box. They need a place to shower. They're gonna need this, and then how you gonna cook? You ain't got no stove. I had to be homeless so that I know what homeless people need. So if I run into the homeless person, I don't go buy a whole bunch of stuff they can't use. So any downfall that I've had, I had to be abused so that I could tell women, know how to tell them what an abusive trait looks like. Hey, that's something you need to watch. Because if you don't, that could be bad for you. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've been able to tell people, hey, don't lay your purse down around that person, because every time you get up, they watching, and every time you pull your wallet out, they paying attention. You might want to get your bag and put it on your shoulder and keep it with you. I've been able to go and tell young ladies, hey, don't go nowhere with him. No, listen, I know what he's telling you, but don't get in the car with that young man. Don't go nowhere with him. Don't give him, don't. But had I not ever been in ugly situations, I would be useless. I couldn't help nobody. All I thought about was my pain and how everything affected me, and didn't get a solution out of it so that I could use it to 30, 60, 100-fold help someone else. It was pointless. It was useless. What did I go through for if I'm still living in the same pain? Why is God even allowing me to breathe if I'm still living in 1972 and it's 2023? I want to experience God in as many ways as I can, and that's ups, downs, and all around, y'all. And if you don't, you might as well get out the game and go do whatever the devil wants you to do, because how do you learn, or how do you grow to love somebody? Them loving you through your ugly and your good and your bad, and watching you grow, but pouring into you, not constantly trying to tear you down so you can't grow. If I'm constantly whacking at my plant before it can ever even start to grow, then it ain't gonna last long. It's gonna die before it can ever even take root good, because I'm messing it up. Allow God to plant you. How many times have they went to dig up a tree and they thought that the roots was only here, and come to find out the roots stretched through the whole neighborhood? Don't always look at what you see on top, honey. Because there's some stuff that is immovable. Especially if it's been dug down deep in the dark. Had a lot of time in the dark. A lot of time when I couldn't see the light. But God was doing something. And I'm grateful for the darkness. Because now the sunshine feels so much better. And I actually appreciate it. I actually value the sunshine that I have right now. It means so much more to me. It do. It do. I'm grateful for it. I listen, y'all. I would not be as strong as I am. And I'm not saying like, oh, but I'm saying I wouldn't be able to weather the things that I've been able to weather if I didn't go through so many different things back to back, like contractions. You gotta birth it. And to birth something, you gotta go through pain. Uncomfortable, excruciating pressure. But first you have to grow whatever you plan to give birth to, and it takes time. And if the right things are not in the body that is carrying whatever you're about to give birth to, it might have some defects or whatever it is. I don't know. And that's not to anyone. I'm just saying zinc and iron and all of these levels, the sugar levels, the baby could be born like this or like that. There's all these different things. When you birthing whatever it is that God is getting ready to do, think about if you got pregnant and you wasn't married, how people talked. And now they be all fake around your kids. Don't act like you love my baby and tell me to get rid of them. Is we looking at the same kid? There are people that will try to get you to get rid of your blessing because to them it look like a headache, but it ain't they headache to even bear. And then as soon as it ain't a headache, then they want to try to take credit for something that you birthed through pain and darkness in your by yourself. Because I ain't never seen two women giving birth to the same baby. Have y'all? Unless they a conjoined twin. But other than that, it's normally only one woman and one canal that is shooting out one child, which means what I birth, you can't birth it. What I birthed can't be reborn again for me, which means you can't birth what I carried. And I can't birth what you carried because you grew it on the inside of you. So it ain't a woman when I was birthing my four children that could have got up on that table and did nothing because she wasn't carrying what was getting ready to come forth. So I don't worry about what's in your stomach. I don't worry about if you took your vitamins or not. It don't affect whatever it is that God has put down in my spirit, my soul for me to give birth to. I'm the only one that can. So me worrying about what you gonna give birth to or what you have given birth to don't help me with my purpose. Don't help me give birth to my purpose. Because 9 times out of 10, like most things, you wasn't there when I conceived. In the dark, when nobody else was around. Or in the light, it's up to you. But normally, when whatever the woman is going to give birth to, ain't nobody around but the two people that's getting this in, right? You ain't got an audience, do you? And if y'all do, I need to be understanding why. Maybe it's an OnlyFans. I don't know. Maybe you got pregnant on the OnlyFans night. Now that's something different. I can't speak on that. I don't know. Yeah, Marty got pregnant on the OnlyFans night that y'all was feeling a little wild. Had your little Casamigos. You had some Casamigos. Not Casa, Casa. Look, somebody laughed. Some of y'all that got pregnant on your OnlyFans. Uh-huh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm just like, oh, there's too many laughs out loud. How many of y'all is it? Oh. So all these pandemic babies was born because they had OnlyFans? Ah, that why you it ain't none of my business because you saw them be conceived in their mother's womb. Yeah, you right. It ain't none of my business. I'm sorry I even asked. Right, I'm in your business. It's above my pay grade. Right. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm watching y'all. Oh, good. You know how we do around here, Rose. We probably ain't never even gonna get to the lesson. It is what it is. Y'all want to talk about it? Y'all know we talks about the real stuff over here. Hey, Dad. Who did y'all go looking for y'all old phones? Anybody go looking for their old headsets? So when you get ready to talk to this is a good thing. You can talk to Jesus about the husband and the children. When the kids can, hold on, let me get my phone. No! Don't tell Jesus. Don't tell him. You said a disobedient child shorten their days. Huh? They do. Where is it? Go find me. Go get my Siri. Where do it say? And let it read out like, oh, okay, it do say that. Dad, you said, and what else? You say a man that don't take care of his kids is worse than an infant. Hold on. Siri. It say don't trust a woman that got honey flavored lip because her bed is the bed to death. Huh? Siri, tell me where the hole's at. Now, I need to know where they at so that way I don't go that route because they said the honey lip. Wait a minute. Dang, that used to be my. Well, never mind. I think I know where they used to be. I think exactly. Never mind. I think I already. Siri, go through my history. No. Show me my history, Siri. Oh, let's see here. Uh-huh. Never mind that. I think I can just go back through and see myself. Mm-hmm. Show me the records. Show me. No. Gas them on. No, I'm just playing, y'all. Cause I listen. That's why y'all be over here. Cause y'all never know what. No, I'm just playing. Y'all know what y'all gonna get. You said that. You made me kick myself. After live laughing. I love y'all too. It's biblical. Rahab was a madam, and I told you it's got the Christians and stuff in the Bible. It's show me my history. Take me back through listen. Yeah. If God knows, then what do it matter? If y'all know. Because you can't have nothing from him, and he's the one that's gonna say, yes, you can come in, or no, you cannot. So then me worrying about what y'all feel, it's not gonna do me any good. Do y'all know that? How you feel about me, even if you love me, won't get me into heaven. It's not how I feel about you. I ain't gonna get you into heaven. So what you need not be worried about is what people think, and make sure that you line up with what God wants you to do. So saying that, who knew that the Queen of Sheba was a sapio like me? Anybody know that? Anybody know that the Queen? I just found out today, but it made sense though. The Queen of Sheba was a sapio. Who knew? And the Kebra Nagas tells us just as so that it is. So I read this part in here where it's green at. Y'all know, right here. And I was putting my little notes. Okay. This is the Kebra Nagas. It's on sacred text. Now, I don't know how to do the whole numbers and chapters and how this all works out. I've read some of it, not all of it. But I wanted to go here and read some of this with y'all. Y'all ready? Yes? No? Do y'all want to hear? Okay. Story time! Okay. So, wait a minute. It's interesting to me. I've read some of this before, but I read it online. Wrote a few notes, but I didn't read the whole thing. So we're just going to read this right here. Okay? Let's do it. Excuse me. All right. It says concerning the Queen of the South and how the excuse me, and how this queen was born, I have discovered written in a manuscript, and in this manner, okay, I gotta get to the part that I'm gonna read. Okay, here we go. It says, and our Lord Jesus Christ, in condemning the Jewish people, the crucifiers, who lived at that time, spake, saying, the Queen of the South shall rise up on the day of judgment, and shall dispute with, and condemn, and overcome this generation who would not hearken unto the preaching of my word. For she came from the ends of the earth to hear the wisdom. Yeah, I heard that. When somebody was screaming, like, okay, it is some kids out there. Okay. Yeah, okay, it is. There's some kids outside playing. I'm like, now look now. Anyway, it's dark. Oh, they probably on spring break or something. No, I don't, but I need to do that, nephew. I need to think about it, but it ain't that. Anyway, all right, it's them babies outside playing. Okay, so it says, okay. And the queen of the south of whom he spake was the queen of Ethiopia. So Jesus spoke about the queen of Ethiopia. And in the words ends of the earth, he makes an allusion to the delicacy of the constitution of women and the long distance of the journey and the burning of the heat of the sun and of the hunger on the way and the thirst for water. And this queen of the south was very beautiful in face. Her stature was superb, and her understanding and intelligence, which God had given her, were of such high character that when she went to Jerusalem to hear the wisdom of Solomon, so that she went to Jerusalem to hear the wisdom of Solomon. And now this was done by the command of God, and it was his good pleasure. And moreover, she was exceedingly rich, for God had given her glory and riches and gold and silver and splendid apparel and camels and slaves and trading men or merchants. And they carried on her business and trafficked for her by sea and by land and in India and in Aswan. You heard that? Where do we know the word Aswan from? Why is that so important? Tell me. Two reasons why that's very, very important. That's where Adam and Eve was, but it was something to them. What is it, nephew? One of them, Adam's and Eve's daughters was named Aslan. Yeah, right. And that's where they say Aswan Egypt or Aswan Ethiopia, whichever, because I believe it's one in both. One of them is the birthplace of civilization. I think there's an Aswan Ethiopia too, right? Or no? Is it only Aswan Egypt? Well, yes, in the Jubilees. In the Jubilees, it tells us Aswan is one of Adam and Eve's parties. Is it? Can somebody check and see if there's an Aswan Ethiopia, please? I thought it was an Aswan Ethiopia too. I could be wrong. Here we go down the rabbit hole. Yeah, but I'm just saying, is there a city called Aswan, Ethiopia, right now? Is it? Yeah, but yeah, no, I want y'all to look and see. So y'all done searching already? You said no. So there isn't one. The Asian. There's only an Aswan. Yes, we know there's an Aswan Egypt. So there's not an Aswan Ethiopia. Sure. There's a damn name Aswan. Where? In Ethiopia? Really? Huh? Okay. A dam stops the water. Um, water breaking. And we know the lines aren't how they were back in the day, but I knew there was something in Ethiopia named Aswan. I gotta find my other books. I'm gonna have to go look at it. It says it's the world's largest dam. Mm. 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 All right. Well, Here we go. Who just learned that now y'all see why I say if you look up the names in the Bible when you're reading them, it leads you to a lot of interesting stuff. Facing south in Egypt. Oh, the dam, it reaches from Ethiopia to Egypt. Y'all don't think Solomon built that so his baby mama could come see him? Y'all don't think Solomon built that so his baby mama could come see him? He said, come over, like Vito. Huh? Uh-huh. Because why would there be... Oh, okay. Let's read. I'm about to show y'all why. But look. See? Now y'all know how Ethiopia got so rich. They was rich before because she was a boss. She had that. She was the first Grana, what's her name? Griselda Blanco. She was the first one getting it in. You hear me? She had herself moving on sea, on land, on everything. Did that work? You know what I mean? She was that woman, but she was smart too. And she loved a man with a ooh. Now look at that. I'm overeating it. Mm-hmm. It says, now at that time, King Solomon wished to build the house of God. Who helped Solomon build the house of God? Tell me. Who helped him? Demons and regular people. Regular people too. You just read that last night. Good job. Giants, demons, and regular people. God made everybody work for his plan. God said everything I created gonna build my house. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. So it says, now listen to this. This is where it get good. It said, now at the time that King Solomon wished to build the house of God, and he sent out messages among all the merchants in the east and in the west and in the north and in the south, bidding the merchants come and take go away, bots. Thank you. Move around. I don't know why the bots are here, but the bots are here. Moving on. Um, he told the people, come get my money as much as you need. What? I'm gonna read it again. Listen. Ooh. It He sent out messages among all the merchants in the east and in the west, and in the north and in the south, bidding the merchants come and take gold, bidding them to come and take gold and silver from him, so that he might take from them whatsoever was necessary for the work. And certain men reported to him concerning the rich Ethiopian merchant, and Solomon sent to him and him a message and told him to bring whatsoever he wished from the country of Arabia, red, gold, and black wood that could not be eaten by worms, and sapphires. And that merchant, whose name was Tamrin, the merchant of the queen of Ethiopia, went to Solomon the king, and Solomon took whatsoever he desired from him, and gave to the merchant whatsoever he wished for in great abundance. Now the merchant was a man of great understanding, and he saw and comprehended the wisdom of Solomon, and marveled thereat, and he watched carefully so that he might learn how this king made answer by his word, and understand his judgment, and the readiness of his mouth, and the discreetness of his speech, and the manner of his life, and his sitting down, and his rising up, and his occupations, and his love, and his administration, and his table, and his law. He literally watched this everything. Well, dang, Solomon, we got something in common. Folks be watching every move, so they can learn. No, just playing. So yeah, they don't be wanting y'all to know. Yeah. So look, it says DTT. Okay. To those to whom Solomon had to give orders, he spake with humility and graciousness. And when they had committed a fault, he admonished them gently. For he ordered his house in the wisdom and fear of God, and he smiled graciously on the fools and set them on the right road. And he dealt gently with the maidservants. He opened his mouth in parables, and his words were sweeter than purest honey. His whole behavior was admirable, and his whole aspect pleasant. For wisdom is beloved by men of understanding, and is rejected by fools. And when the merchant had seen all the things, and when the merchant had seen all these things, he was astonished, and he marveled exceedingly. For those who were wont to see Solomon held him in complete affection, and he became their teacher, and because of his wisdom and excellence, those who had once come to him did not wish to leave him or go away from him. And the sweetness of his words was like water to the man who is athirst, and like bread to the hungry man, and like healing to the sick man, and like apparel to the naked man. And he was like a father to the orphans, and he judged with righteousness and accepted the person of no man. He had glory and riches which God had given unto him in great abundance, namely gold and silver and precious stones, and rich apparel, and cattle and sheep and goats innumerable. Now, in those, listen to this right here, y'all. Ooh. Now, in the days of Solomon, the king gold was a common, and I'm saying the king's gold was as common uh as bronze, and silver as lead, and bronze as lead, and iron was abundant as the grass of the field. So gold was just everywhere. Well, that makes sense. That was in Africa. It still is everywhere in Africa. Just gold rocks just laying around everywhere. Ain't that crazy? What would you do? But they got gold in all the rivers in Africa, so that makes sense. It's gold everywhere, and they don't be worried about none of it. Ain't that crazy? Don't nobody be worried about it but the people that want to get over there and steal it, because they've been having gold in their water forever. And electric rocks. Wakanda. Wakanda forever. Mm. motherland of all. Moving on. So I don't want to read all of this. I want to get to the part where so the but I'm sure it do. Wow, school bus sized boulder found richest in the world overnight. I'm what? What happened? You know who that is. People be weird. It's been a lot going on. I'm sorry y'all have to see me be the way that I am, but it's my life. Yeah. They been hiding my numbers forever. Y'all, we should be way over everything we are. I'm just saying, y'all be having to live my life with me. Y'all want me to be on here every day, so we family. I got to deal with y'all issues. Y'all gonna deal with mine too. On a lighter note, who's excited about this Tennessee trip and our trips after that? I do be having to deal with y'all stuff, so I got y'all got to deal with my stuff too. Hell, I got real family now. You don't get to be funny. Y'all see how my real one treat me. Get over here. Is y'all excited? Who excited? Is you getting your hot dogs ready? Don't be trying to come with no steaks because I don't eat them. But I will be once I see how you cook your food. I'm shopping there. Everybody, let me get a plate. I'm gonna take a chicken wing from here and a little macaroni and cheese from here and get what y'all got over here on y'all grill over here. I'm about to come over here. I'm just about the house top. I told y'all. I think we should do that. Maybe instead of congregating, because we don't know how it's gonna be all up there, and we ain't rented no nothing, so we gonna have to do it, you know. But when was the last time you house hopped with people you actually want to be around? It could be like a bar hop. Just bring your own. That way you could just pour your shot like they poured it, and then boom, or whatever you're gonna do that, because we can't trust everybody. Everybody ain't right. But I'm just saying. I'm excited. I think we're gonna have a good time. I think we're gonna eat and chill and laugh and cry and all of the above. Now, if y'all coming, yes, the Irish crowd. That thing, we just go because that's what it could be. If you cooking or is we, like whatever I just want to come by and see everybody. I'm gonna be like, it's me, Circle. That's what I'm gonna do. So y'all gonna know it's me. Hopefully they got little bells on them or something. Mm-hmm. How far is the drive? I don't know. You will have to search all of that seeking you shall find. If somebody come here and try to put a Mickey in somebody's thing and we find out about it, boy, please, we don't do shiesty. We get it off the island. We don't want no shiesty people around. if you are shysty, if you can't keep your hands to yourself, if you don't understand the word no, you being offensive, get back. Stay your untrained, don't know how to be out in public self at home. I don't want to deal with no adults that act like children. If you can't control your mouth, if you don't know how to conduct yourself, if somebody offends you, we not babysitting, excuse my language, no grown ass kids. I didn't babysit my friends in the club. If you don't know how to stop yourself from drinking, you might want to drive your own car because I'm not taking you home. I got stuff to do in the morning. And no, we going to what's the city? Townsend, Tennessee. We is not. If you can't control your liquor, you're gonna be out there with the bears. You're gonna be out there. If you follow, you're gonna be out there. We not doing that. I'm not babysitting nobody. Oh, they're over there and they're sad. Well, let them sit over there. Smokey might come through here and talk to them. I think it's like an $8 fee to visit on the property for today if you drive up. So let me know. Because it ain't free to get on the property. I think you have to have a code, and then if you're gonna visit somebody, you have to have like their little like thing or something. Yes, we about to be in the Tennessee mountains, and they said don't be leaving your trash out there, and put all the trash in the bear-proof trash cans. It's a smoking area. You cannot bring nothing that is illegal in that state. They don't care if you done paid your money. If they smell it in your anything, you gotta get kicked out immediately in the middle of the night, whatever time they smell it. So I suggest you find you some snacks. Listen, they got them Bigfoot trinkets. I'm just saying. So if you wanna get out there and get the acting all crazy, you're gonna be out there by yourself. Cause I'm telling you right now, as soon as I know that the Bears is, I'm gonna be in my place. I'm not playing with the wow. I'm not trying to play none of that. They said the quiet hours is from between 10 and 8. I'm guaranteeing that that's for a reason. So if you don't want to have quiet hours and want to bring the bears to your house, this is a retreat. We getting away from the noise. We getting away from the hustle and bustle of all of this and the drama. You get to go out here and forget whatever's going on at your house. You don't got to bring nothing that's going on at your house. You leave all of it so that you can have some clear thoughts out here. And just so y'all know, have an emergency contact because they said the cell tower service up there is kind of shaky, which is good. You need to disconnect. I guess the emergencies and they probably got some kind of whatever, but for the most part, you about to just be like bring your journal if you want to paint, if you want to draw something, if you want to sketch something or bring your clay and sit out there and sculpt the damn tree. I don't know. But use this as time to unwind from the hustle and bustle of the everyday of city life. Actually, oh, I need a break. I need a vacation. But is you gonna take one when you get up here? Because if you don't get out of wherever you sleeping all day and don't go visit nobody, that's something you don't get to do at home. So if you don't come see none of us, if you see us when we first get there, and then you spend your whole time in your sleeping area, because that's what you need to re-energize your spirit and to fuel up to go back into the life that be hustling and bustling you. Is you see what I'm saying? Leave home at home. Exactly. It's peaceful to sit and listen to the river. See, that's the stuff I'm about to be on. Like, I want to take my big journal out there and put my headphones on, smell the fresh air. It ain't a whole bunch of people and all of that horrible stuff. You know, I'm gonna be chilling with my libations. Classy lady. Listen, I'm just saying we gotta do some different stuff, family. Yes, bring your fishing poles or whatever. Like, don't come up here to relax, because that's what I'm gonna do. If I just want to sit on the little porch thing and chill and just watch the people walk by, right, right. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get up there. That's why I said don't be trying to plan my evening. We don't know what we're gonna do. It's all play by ear. We gonna meet. But after that, if I want to go get me some food, if I want to go take me a shower, if I want to look around a tiny house or whatever and take pictures or whatever I want to do, this is my vacation too. It's work and we gonna chill. But that first night is kind of touch and go where everybody need to get settled. Saturday, we got all day Saturday from whatever time y'all wake up. Well, from 8 o'clock, because I guess they don't want you doing too much. I mean, you can come out and do what you're gonna do, but just not loud or playing music or whatever. I don't know. We'll know when we get up there. Oh, I plan to come to. Now y'all know I'm a texture person. Okay, I'm a texture person. So just remember that it's some stuff it ain't might because it might be nasty. It's just because that texture is not gonna be able to swish around in my mouth. So even though y'all might be making food and this ain't to nobody, I I gotta be able to do the. It can smell good to me, and I want to eat it. But if the texture ain't right in my mouth, it's not gonna go down. So with that, please do not like. Just be mindful. I done told y'all how weird I am, okay? But I plan on like coming to see what y'all cooking though, for real, because I do want to eat. Look at Circa. I do want to eat. I'm gonna make something. I don't know what I'm gonna make. I might make a cake or a pie or something. That's why I kind of want to know how many people is coming so I can make, especially if I drive, because then I can just freeze them. Not some moonshine. Uh-uh. They, uh, what you gonna do with that? That knocked the cold out of you or something? What do I like? Fish with no bones, fillets, or nuggets. As long as it's clean good, you can't go wrong with fish. Fry hard, preferably. I like. Uh, you can't go wrong with fish. You can't. Fish, pasta, but not no red sauce, cause then I'll be all belchy. I'm just saying, cook whatever you gonna cook. I want to see what y'all cook. Don't cook for me. Just cook, and I'ma come and I'ma eat. Just know that y'all know I mean, it could be that. It don't gotta be nothing fancy. Listen, we is doing the cousin thing. This is like cookout food, or I mean, you make what you want. But I was thinking like brats, potato salad, some kind of corn on the cob, or y'all doing some elegant stuff. I was thinking more of like barbecue food, stuff that's cheap. I mean, if you want to make some blackened salmon, I'm coming. But I'm just saying, like, I was trying to see how y'all, yeah, like picnic food. We'll do something else when we have dinner and do all that. I wanted us to just have like maybe somebody gonna barbecue so we can throw some chicken on the grill with them, and then you got some potatoes boiling because everybody got like a little cook space. So maybe somebody just boiling all the potatoes, and then maybe somebody do, you know what I mean? Like family. That's what I'm saying. We going around like we really like live in the same neighborhood. That's how I want it to be. Like how you have stop at the holidays, like this a holiday. It's a WOUOIU holiday. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you cooking, cuz? Cousin, put some more salt in it. I taste, yep, it's good, but you need some more salt. Like, I want it to be like that. Like, yeah, like we go into each other's little spaces, and if we meet in the middle, okay. But I want y'all to be free to not feel obligated to mess with nobody if you don't want to. I want y'all to come up here and use this time to get away from the phones ringing, the internet blinging, whatever it is that be weighing you down as to why we be asking for prayer. We going up in the mountains like Moses and Abraham used to. The Lord went up on the mount, the temple. I mean the mountain to here. We dang near on some that stuff. You only eat vegan hot dogs and vegan hamburgers and vegan chicken. Well, you want to bring it for yourself. You can eat dirt. That's okay. You just gonna have to bring what you want to eat. That's why I said if I want some chicken and brats, I'm gonna take it and I will put it on your grill. If that's you bring what you gonna bring your own everything. Mushrooms, soy, whatever you eat. Somebody might want to try your vegan hot dogs. Okay, well, listen to me. What? Sorry, I'm just not. I'm not gonna bring whatever you want to bring. Eat whatever you want to eat. If you don't want nobody eating your food, you bring your grill. This is why I don't go to family get-togethers because I don't eat that and I don't eat this and I don't eat and I don't eat and I don't. And I just said right now and every other time, bring what you want to eat. Yeah, she said she was gonna cook some black and salmon. We'll cook that. I'm just saying. So that this is a cheap getaway. Barbecue food is normally cheap. You can buy a bag of boneless, skinless thighs or leg quarters for however much and bust them down, or make like some Jamaican jerk type chicken and chop it all up so it's pieces. I mean, if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, it's your getaway. Cause I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do in my hut. Where I'm gonna be at, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do there. Everybody else gonna do what they gonna do in their hut. Some people don't eat meat. Some people don't eat red sauce. People got gluten, this and that, and everybody got their own thing. That's what they bring yourself. That's why we doing it how we doing it. If you want to make something extravagant, because you and your husband, this is y'all getaway, and y'all want to have a candlelight dinner and all of that in your tiny home or wherever, if y'all got the cabin or whatever, this is your getaway. Okay? Do whatever you want with it. If you never get to walk around your house naked because it's always somebody there and you can pull the blinds, I would say do it. If you in there by yourself or it's you and whoever. Like, this is a time for you to make it what you want to make it for what you about to be. You see what I'm saying? If you don't get peace to sit on the porch without anybody bothering you for more than 2 hours, this would be the time to do it. Think about all the stuff that you don't get to do at home without somebody stopping you. If you don't get to read without somebody bothering you, bring your books. If you don't get to watch a show, listen to music, whatever it is, like think about all the stuff you wish. Take a bath. Who don't get to take a shower without a kid coming in? Who can't take a 2 hour shower if you want to? But in this trip, you'll be able to. Where is the info to book? We're going to be at Little Arrow outside. What is it called, y'all? Little Arrow outside Oasis or something in Townsend. I can't even remember where we're going. It's Little Arrow outside Oasis or outside. What's it called, y'all? It's horrible. You just go to the website. It's in Townsend, Tennessee. There it is. Thank you, Little Arrow Outdoor Resort. Thank you. Little Arrow Outside Resort. That's where we gonna be. I gotta get better at this whole hosting thing and act like I know. I don't. I just know we didn't book it and we going. Yeah, we're going to Little Arrow. Did you? I'll be right back. I'm about to get in trouble. Leave me alone. I must be getting ready to get a blessing. It gotta be something coming. Something good is coming my way. This is like something good about to come my way. What is it, Dad? Tell me. I don't know what's going on. Something good is coming my way. Because when it get like this, when folks get to being just weird for a little, something good about to make my toes wiggle, and I want it. I want whatever it is. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all too. Probably from like the 11th into the 14th. It's a lot of people looking for cabin mates. You can go on the website and on the Slack. It's a lot of people looking for cabin mates. It's people looking for people to drive with them too from their cities, or like, maybe they'll meet you at a halfway point or something and y'all ride up together. Yes, honey, the family is getting together. Yes, they are. It's a lot of people coming from Georgia. It's a lot of people coming, I think, from North Carolina, Michigan, what other states? I think some people in Ohio was looking for somebody to ride with them. So people are looking for people, and y'all don't be on no funny stuff. Pay whatever, y'all look up the gas fee, whoever driving the car, send your money. Don't be on no funny stuff, y'all, because I can't help that. So pray and ask God, make sure you're getting in with the right folks. Slack app, right? Yeah, it's the Slack. It's Slack and on the website, nephew. They started some letterboards. So definitely, because it's people that got like five, they could sleep five in their cabin or four in their tiny home, or they got, because people got different things. And if you go, you're not spending more to lodge than $200 for the whole weekend. That's Friday, Saturday, check out Sunday. So if you got $200 and somebody even got the biggest one, I think it's like 1,200 or 1,900. You still really between five people only spending $200-300, but that's like the most expensive one. You see what I'm saying? You said it radars how many people are with you. Yeah, they check. Yeah. Because they got codes you got to put in. You got to have a code to get into it's like a keypad to get into wherever you're going to be staying and all of that. It's okay. See, classy lady need to get in touch with you. See, there we go. Mm-hmm. Have we looked at what reviews? Did you look at the reviews? Did you see something bad? To be honest with y'all, I don't ever look at reviews for stuff because I just be thinking that my experience ain't gonna be other people's experiences. Because my daddy be going where I go. He go before me, so I don't be worried about. But don't come on here and tell me nothing negative. It's okay. Because just because they didn't have, they might have been an ugly, nasty person. Some people just ugly and nasty like that. I don't even be worried about nobody. I'm gonna be honest. Thank you, little guy, but I don't be worried about nobody because that don't necessarily gotta be mine. You know how some folks treat some people real bad, and then some folks they won't ever treat them like that. Like that's what I be looking for because my daddy is the king of the world. Yeah, and plus, like I said, please don't go up there and embarrass me because we want to be able to go to other states and do this same thing. So please don't mess it up. Don't get up there talking crazy, trying to get into it with people. If people say stuff to you, it's only words. Walk away. Don't get up there and get to acting crazy with people. Because if I want to go back here with my family or friends, I don't want nobody messing it up for me. Plus, I don't want a nasty taste so that when we get ready to, oh no, baby, I know you wasn't. Lush goddess, I know you weren't saying nothing negative. I'm not. I'm just saying if there are negative reviews on there, I just don't want to know. That's what I was saying. I wasn't saying that you were negative. I was saying if people got negative reviews on there, just don't tell me. Like tell us the good ones. And I know that sounds crazy, but some people they gonna be unhappy anywhere they go, baby. They gonna find a reason to not like the restaurant, not like this, and it could be a beautiful place, beautiful experience, but they unhappy in their own self. So I wasn't saying you. I was just saying, you know, because I didn't have people tell me, oh, I wouldn't go there if I was you, or I wouldn't do this. And I had a great time. Maybe it's just you on the inside. You know, it's some people like that. You could take a person to a beautiful restaurant, they still gonna cut up. Because they feel like in a fancy restaurant, you're supposed to act snooty. And so then they act real nasty. Oh, I don't want this and I don't want that. And you're supposed to treat me like this. Why is you acting like that in here? You think being snooty make you look rich? It don't. How about you treat them with some kindness? Because most people that got money, that real money, you don't even know they got it. They are some of the most gentle people. Like folks that got money that don't gotta worry about it, they don't have no reason to be nasty. But people that want to seem famous, they gonna have the nastiest attitudes you didn't ever see. Mm-hmm. Real money don't act like that. Real money don't even want to be seen. They don't even want nobody to know that they the richest person in the room. They don't. They don't. They hide or be mixed in with the red. And then they be like, there go the multi-billionaire right there. You be like, I've been talking to you all night. I just want people to like me for me. I don't want people to like me for what I have. Now the people that want you to like them for what they have, then that's the people that cut up like that. Am I wrong? People that want to be seen always cause a scene where they can be seen. But people that don't care about that, you would never even know they was in the room unless you looking. That's why I said we not doing nothing extravagant. We not living for nobody else. We living for ourselves. We don't gotta go to Pigeon Forge or to what's the other one, Gatlinburg. Hell, we can't afford it because we want to go on a trip in 2 months. So we about to do these little whatevers, and guess what? We can do 4 trips this year instead of one cute one, and now I gotta wait till next year. Nope, I'm going here because it's only a tank of gas there and a tank of gas back, and my lodging, which ain't altogether nothing but 300. I blow that at a restaurant trying to be flashy. So I done got a whole experience, a whole weekend for the price of what I would go to a nice restaurant for. Me and my spouse. Because at a really nice restaurant, you can easily spend 300. Right or wrong, family? Hell yeah, you can spend that at a not nice restaurant. $300 at a restaurant, you can do it. With wine, easy, exactly. With wine and a dessert, because the cheesecake, $35. Cheesecake, $35. The wine is $19 a glass, and you've had 4. That's $80. Your entree gonna be a good 45, 50, and you got a tip. Exactly. Roof Chris, you could easily spend 300, or whatever. You said Wendy's be $75. Hell, McDonald's too. 3 people, you could easily spend $45 at Walmart, $15 a piece, just on something that's about to get you put on the toilet. Cause the meals at Wendy's is like $10, $11 now. $12. They used to be $6 and some change. Right, they do have those bras that you can pour liquor in. They sure do. They got all. You sure said that. You sure said it right. Uh-huh. Forgot about that. Where exactly did you get the jazz on Amazon? Or what do they call? Bra flask equipment. What you did see? What? Ha ha ha. Shall do. They shall do. Got it right here. It's right here. What Judy said. Nah, what? Let me just do that. I'm just trying to see something, y'all. Wait a minute. It's an umbrella? Oh, no, we don't need that. Let me see what else they done came up with. What else they got? Hmm. They do got an umbrella flask. It might rain while we in Tennessee. Ah! Look at that. It's only $11. Look at that. Mm. So I can get what? That's funny. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Listen here. Yeah. Y'all, they got all kind. They got. I know they got ones that's combs and stuff like that, but cause you gotta think, you don't have to put liquor in it. You don't have to put liquor in it. So I'm just okay. So look, we about to be on the mountain. Who going trekking? Who gonna go walk the mountains? Who gonna go walk a trail? It might start raining, but you got some water. And if you got that bra flask on, you don't have to carry no water bottle. You hold the purses. 11 miles around Katie's Cove. Okay. Well, I won't be walking no 11 miles, but I might get 3. I'm just saying, y'all, is y'all looking at stuff to do while y'all up there? Or is y'all just like, I want this to be an experience? Okay. Y'all hear me? Yes. No. Do. Okay. Get to know some people that you don't know. Form some new friendships. So when you go back home and everybody around you is getting on your nerve, you got a new cousin that you can call. Meet some new family members. So if you get to a point where you feel like you don't have no support, now we is not meeting no booty calls, no new form. We not doing that. I told you if you married and you be on some funny stuff and they come ask us, we telling on you. So don't bring no side pieces or none of that stuff to none of our shindigs. We honor marriage and relationship. This is a wholesome community. We try to be. But we ain't honoring no funny stuff, no sneaky links, not at our college. We don't believe in that. You know how like in the army you can get thrown out for infidelity or demoted or whatever you want to call that? Yeah, we not doing none of that. So if you thought you was about the I don't want no parts of your sin, right? Don't be right, no. Nope. We don't want no parts of it. And I'm sorry, I just want to say this again, y'all. I'm sorry y'all had to hear me rant and rave today, but sometimes I'm human and my feelings get hurt. I get betrayed all the time. Um, by people that I loved and helped, and it kind of it gets under my skin after a while, and that's why I just don't like fooling with people. But anyway, um, yeah. So sorry y'all had to see me go on my rant, but it's my life, and y'all living it with me every day. That being said, we are looking forward to Tennessee. Okay. I hope we have a great time up there. Oh, everywhere we go. Now, sometimes we gonna have a skate night, but I won't be skating because y'all know how my knees is. But I'm gonna have all the glow in the dark stuff on. I already looked up skate rinks in Oklahoma too, in OKC, Tulsa, and a couple other places, couple other cities. I ain't called them yet, but I think we're gonna do the skate rink arena thing instead of the whole spend the night, 2 day, whatever. Unless we can find something cheap. But that way, if you guys do want to bring children, we will do children maybe earlier in the day at the skating rink and then do something at night or something like that. You know what I mean? Depending on what we can do. I'm thinking more because I don't know if I could do 3, 4 days away from my bed again. It's probably going to be like maybe Friday night, Saturday morning, and I'm leaving Saturday night or early Saturday morning or something. I can't be away from my bed that long. I'm sorry. So we're going to have to work this out. We ain't doing no week cruises. Probably ever. But we can do a 24-hour to 32-hour type deal where, you know what I'm saying? Like we do 12 and 12 and then, or something. I don't know. But there's one 30 minutes from Townsend. No, no, no. Yeah, that's okay. We're not going to do that. This is just going to be this because this is our first one. And then I want to try to do something not different every time, but everybody don't get the same experience, so we don't get burnt out. So we'll do the camping thing here, and then if we find something reasonable in Oklahoma, maybe we'll do that. Maybe that's if we can find it in Oklahoma. We might have to go stay up or over, just like what we was gonna do Georgia, but we end up in Tennessee. So God knows exactly where He wants us to be. So we'll go there. But I do want to try to do a skate thing, so that way, and then maybe the next city we go to, we're going to do a pottery class and we sell out their pottery class or whatever. I don't know. I just want y'all to get in the habit of doing stuff either maybe that you used to love and you just got so tired up with life, or things that you've never done. Maybe you're an adult and you never got to go to the school skate party, so now we going to have one. You know what I mean? Like giving you some good memories now, because we have enough bad. We have enough stuff that we didn't get to see and we didn't blah, blah, blah. That's why I encourage y'all to color, paint, create, go. Thank you, Auntie. We got whole light up toys and everything in here, like whips and swords and come on. Let's heal these inner children so we don't gotta be bitter old people. Okay? Can we do that? I don't care if you 70. If you always want to light up sword, go buy it. Go get it. Who's stopping you? You, because you worried about what somebody gonna say and you the one unhappy. Don't do it to yourself. Now don't be on no weird stuff. And but I do stuff that make me happy. I buy stuff that make me happy. Books make me happy. Coloring, pencils. I get stuff, and it might not mean nothing to nobody else, but it all makes my toes wiggle. All of it. And that's why am I gonna put stuff in my house for other people to enjoy, and I'm the one that got to be in here, so then I'm in here miserable. No, if you might want to try to enjoy some of this, you can, but everything in here, I'm gonna enjoy it. My stuff in here is not for other people, it's for me. I don't furnish my house so that other people think it's nice. If you go in my room, probably don't nothing match, but I love it because it's me. I don't furnish my house for other people. I furnish it because I like the way it looks and I want it to be. That's why this ain't all glammed. I could have went and painted and did the no, because this is really who this is. Circa earth tones, something handmade. I painted all of these letters myself. I made this whole shelf myself. This is me. Wood. This is fun. I can't even. Yeah, see this. Even my headphones is like wood, and I like natural. I like outside. I like. But if you are a person that likes high end glass and this and that, decorate your house for you. Not for the aesthetic so people think, but so you actually enjoy being in there. I came in here today and I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I did. Just picked up all the books and started looking through them because these make me happy. This makes me excited. Whatever you have that makes you excited, that makes you want to get lost in it, not to where you lose reality, but so that your spirit is uplifted, do it. Stop putting off the stuff that make you happy. I don't care if it is a little bitty butterscotch because your grandma always used to give them to you when you was little. Don't overdo it. Put you a butterscotch in your lunch every day for work. I mean, those simple pleasures that bring you nostalgia or bring you that warm, fuzzy feeling, why don't you do them? Because people say you too old or they say you shouldn't like that, but don't they be unhappy? Most of the people that be telling you what you shouldn't do and you do whatever for it, they be unhappy and don't know how to go find the stuff that make them happy. So on this trip and in these next weeks, we don't know what we about to go through. And I told y'all I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be irritated. Because this world about to change drastically and we could be living in camps shortly. I want to have great memories for whatever before whatever happens so that if I do gotta be trapped in some jail or something, I got a great girl. Remember when I was, or I have something to remember. But if you already just living in misery every day, it's gonna be bad for you then, because you ain't even gonna have nothing when stuff is going on to look back on and think about the happy time so that you're just not wasting away on the inside. I'm trying to have as many experiences as I can every day. So when life gets crazy here in a minute, I can think back to all the days I screamed because y'all done got me something that I done prayed for. God answered my prayer. I got a light bulb moment, or I can think back on all of these happy moments in dark times. That's why you need to be creating happy moments so you have something to look back on. But if you just stay in the dark and it's always dreary and it's always chaos and it's always turmoil, what do you have to look back at when stuff is crazy? You don't have nothing to smile about and hope for or nothing. I don't want that. So I'm going to get up and find a reason to be happy every day. And you should too. If you living in bitterness and regret and woulda, coulda, shoulda, and they did this and blah, say, skip, you will never see a bright future ever. You will always live in a. I'm not living in darkness. I'm not living in sadness. I'm not living in depression. I'm not living in that. God said we have a choice. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to have the joy of the Lord or not. It's up to you. And I choose that. That's more infectious than being toxic. It's more effective too. That part. And yes, this has been all over the place all day, but toxicity kills stuff. I'm not trying to kill nothing but the enemy. Kill his plans, whatever, but not. So, y'all stay away from people that want to keep you wherever you used to be, because they still there. That's why they worried about it. They still in that same mindset. You ain't even been here 25 years, boy. Crazy. Cuckoo. A cuckoo. A cuckoo bird. Shoot. I love y'all. I'm about to go. Who still think like they did when they was 15? Do you still act like the way you did when you were 13? You still act the way you did when you was 8? I would hope not. If you still responding to issues the way that you did 10 years ago, you haven't grown any. If people already know how you gonna be or how you gonna act, okay, people already know how you gonna act. If you say something or do something and you don't do nothing in no time, you haven't grown at all. Okay? I love y'all, so hopefully y'all growing. Let go. I'm about to go. I'm about to turn this off, but I feel like I'm gonna pass out because I need to eat. How about that? I sat back down because there'll be a lot of energy coming out of me when I talk to y'all, whether you believe it or not. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Let go and let God. That's right. Mm-hmm. You don't never be want to let me out of here. You see this? There we go. Good night.